What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, we finna talk about our third round steal, Jaylen Tolbert, man. We got this man's 88th overall. That was an absolute steal, an absolute heist, money heist vibes, you know what I'm saying? Ocean 11 type vibes, man. Will McClay, Steve and Jerry, you know, the whole front office deserve they kudos for getting this kid that late in the third round, man. He coming out of South Alabama, man. You know, that's my home state. Very small school kid, man. He was born in Mobile, Alabama, you know what I'm saying? He's only 23 years old. And a lot of people don't understand, he's very young to the wide receiver position. And, you know, he only started playing wide receiver in high school. So he was like a baseball player or something like that early on in his life. So football had to be something that he learned and got better at. And right there alone tells me he got a lot of room to grow, man. It's a lot of ceiling in this player, man. A huge potential type pick. And I love what I see from Jaylen Tolbert. He's standing at 6'1", even though I seen some listed at 6'3". You know how they try to boost their players up to a certain degree. But he's 6'1", 194. He ran a 4.49 in the 40, so he got great speed for his position and size. And he had a 36 inch vertical, so he got hops as well, man. So he's a very nice, athletic, complete type package, man. He might not be super mind-blowing in one particular area, but he's pretty solid in all of them, if you ask me. So what I've seen from film, he looks like he's gonna be a complete type receiver. He's not extraordinary in route running, but he can run routes. In 2020, he had over 1,000 yards, 64 catches, and 8 touchdowns. And then he come back in 2021, he had a big time jump, a big time leap. He had 84 catches with over 1,400 yards and that same 8 touchdowns. So you can see him progressing over time, year after year. He's getting better and better, and the sky's the limit for this kid when you can get him in a good program with some big time coaches that can mold him into the monster they need him to be. That is a small school, so we're not too convinced that he was playing with a decent amount of talent that could maximize his potential and his production. So he still managed to be able to be a very productive type receiver throughout all those obstacles, you know. So don't let it fool you when it comes to him being a small school kid, man. If you think about it, it was a lot of greats that came from these small schools. You look at Jerry Rice, he came from Mississippi Valley State or something like that. You know, Mouse came from Marshall. And you know, T.O. came from Tennessee Chattanooga. So do not think that it's just impossible for these small school guys to just come in and just make some noise and, you know, dominate the league, because that's not true. You know, they said Jaylen Tolbert could have went to other schools, but he wanted to play a lot of different sports at one time, and a lot of these big time Power 5 type programs don't be wanting to have to do that. They don't want to share you. They just want you on the football field. So that's one thing about him, man. He went his own way, and he still got to his ultimate goal and got drafted in the NFL. And like I said, that's throughout all the obstacles, because I can't lie to y'all, man. They quarterback was just hot garbage. He was trash, I can't lie. I believe he from Alabama too, man. Sorry for all that, but the honest to God truth, that quarterback was throwing the ball in all kind of places. In double coverage, he was throwing ground balls. He was throwing it. Jaylen might be 5 yards open and he throw the ball behind him, and now Jaylen got to contort his body just to catch the ball. And a lot of the times, you know, if the quarterback throw the ball wrong, it can turn a wide open touchdown into just a 30-yard pass. So a lot of the times, man, them quarterbacks wasn't putting the ball in the right places, so Jaylen had to stop and, you know, jump. The quarterback play made a lot of those catches contested, because Jaylen was getting open consistently, man. He's a burner. I seen him burning Tennessee, making one-handed catches, so he's not afraid of the moment. He showed up against the biggest competition they played. He actually shined in those games more than not. So I love what I see from Jaylen Tolbert, man. He really gets from 0 to 60 pretty quick. He got a lot of explosion, and you know, I believe he's gonna be a great addition to this wide receiving core, man. So all I can say is Noah Brown and Semi Fahoku, they better step up and they better get ready, cause you know, they might be expendable once they see what this kid Jaylen Tolbert can do. And he got a chip on his shoulder. He coming out of small school. He understand how everybody gonna view him, and he looks like he's ready to work at it. So I seen him with his shirt out, man. He look like a baby DK Metcalf, man. This boy is huge. He look like he's, you know, Incredible Hulk, little brother out there at wide receiver, man. So he looks like a monster out there, man. So that's something that we gonna like. He looks like he's a workout warrior. He looks like he love to be in the gym, and he found a love for football. So, you know, when Dak Prescott calls you, you know, that's just not no everyday thing. Dak didn't call no other receivers. He had a good feeling about Jaylen, and he gave him a call. They had a good conversation about what he like and how he like the ball. So I'm sure young Dakota, Make It Rain Prescott, can't wait to get involved and get busy and get to work with Jaylen Tolbert. So now I can see him in the future, man. He could be our number 2 when, you know, when the Cowboys want to rotate out. It looks like this is going to be a reoccurring thing with the Cowboys. They're not going to want to pay 2 receivers a whole lot of money. So once they get done with Gallup, they probably just usher in Jaylen Tolbert and let him become that second receiver until his contract wear out. It looks like they're gonna just play, you know, musical chairs in this wide receiving room until they can get one that they feel worthy of just betting the house on. And to be honest, I don't like that. That's kind of unfortunate. I feel like we kind of limited with Kellen Moore at OC, and with that being said, I just feel like he's not going to maximize these players, and I don't want to believe it's intentional just so they won't have to pay nobody a big-time contract, because think about it, if you spreading it out, you won't have to pay nobody a big contract. So nobody had a big-time numbers, everybody will be even, and you can lowball them when it's time for them negotiations. But hopefully that's not the big deal, man. I think Jaylen could be a future number 2. Maybe he could be a number 1 down the line. We never know. We just have to see what he do in camp and see how he's coming along when it's time to put them big bright lights on at AT&T Stadium. But that's all I got for you today, man. Just holla at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media, man. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.